foster, an international adoption, and just a general adoption meeting in the same week, and we were able to bring you guys in, and from doing that we have 4 new families who are fostering, at least two, maybe a couple more who are adopted, and also from that week we have 5 other kids coming to the Pursuit International. So I think around 5 other kids coming. So lots has happened in that. Something I didn't expect to get to do was to walk alongside birth moms, and this week is the one I get emotional about. Second birth mom. Sorry, I thought I had it all together. Anyways, so that's been amazing. I'll come back if I can pull it together. So, anyways, the last thing, the most recent thing we've done is something we've called Ushering Hope. And that is our support group that she mentioned on Tuesday nights. We started October 1st. And we have 14 families who are involved in that. And the parents come together. And right now we're using the Empowered to Connect material. We'll also hope to pull in other organizations locally and professional counselors and other professionals to come speak to that group. But we've done, these families are faithful in coming. I felt very burdened that I needed to start this group, and I thought it would look really different than what it does. But it's been exciting. I really didn't expect 28 people every week in the first 5 weeks. Plus, we have 11 elementary school kids, 11 to 15 elementary school kids, and a few little ones. But parallel to the adult group, we run a group for those kids. And that's the part I love and I get to do. And that's teaching them some of the parallel skills that the parents are working. Tonight they'll be talking about either the neurochemistry of fear or healing and touch, and teaching kids some pieces in language that the parents will be using and learning tonight. So that's that. So anyways, I think that's it. I don't think I can go back to the birth mom. It's very touchy.
If you do, I got this.
I was going to say, I think maybe I have it together. I'll try one more time. But I had a job prior to this another season of life before I had kids. I had a job where I was able to work with parents in the emergency room, in the hospital, in different places, and also walk with parents to dust store with their child. And I would put walking with a birth mom up there, higher maybe, and walking and what that experience is. So, anyways, but you guys have been, being able to partner and have resource and be able to come around families and know what they need has been important for the ministry. So, thank you.
Thank you so much, Michelle. I have one more guest speaker. His name is Tim Sanders. I don't know if anybody knows him.
Oh, I was hoping to get out of that.
Oh, no, not at all. He's been an incredible support to One Church, One Child as a department representative. He's been to almost every event that we have done, everyone that he can attend. He supports by cooking or doing anything that he really can to help make sure that this program is successful. And I greet Tim to come up and speak.
No, I get it.
I think we should all give Tim a thank you for the wonderful lunch applause.
Well, let's see if I can get the whole region sick all at once, right?
I didn't have it yet.
Okay, well, you might be our control group. You know, if everybody else gets sick and you're not, and we know what it is. You know, I really don't have a canned format for y'all, but I can tell you a couple different things. This is probably akin to being a social worker, and it's the spirit of where we are. It's about building a community. It's about inviting in partners. It's not department driven. This is about the opportunity for people in different communities to join together and serve families in a number of different ways. If you think of those 3 concentric circles, we need foster families. We need people to wrap around those foster families and adopted families, and we need those hard services that the department at times are not able to give, right? And that's a call to the community. That's what it's all about. Guys, thank you so much. I mean, we could not do it without you, and I appreciate you more than words will be able to express. I also want to take an opportunity to recognize the people in the department who are currently involved with the One Church, One Child. And without their commitment and energy, we would not have momentum. It's been a year and a half, and I think that there's even been some frustrations about Well, why aren't we farther along? We're as far along as we need to be right now, but we do need you to help. And part of this is a call out to you to say, do you want to be involved? And if so, how can you be involved? But I also want to recognize the people that have been involved, and for the year and a half have been carrying the ball, in essence. First off, I'd like to recognize Kelly Schoblock. Okay? Kelly and her work at the Pursuit Church has been really, really instrumental. The Pursuit has been a good guiding post about that this is not a prescriptive service. This is not something that we say, this is what we will do. It's been a walk. It's really been a journey. And thank you for everything. And Kelly, sure appreciate you. She gives away, not gives away, she does Saturdays, she does Sundays, she does evening hours, inordinate amount of time. Okay? The next one I'd like to recognize, and she's not here, is Jade Wallace. Now Jade, in her she's got passion because Jade, I can't tell her stories as well as she can when I get a little in the throat here. But I know.
We're in this
I know.
together.
You know, if you get too hardened to this, you can't do the job, right? One thing about Jade is that she has a passion. She grew up being impacted in care, right? But she also has a calling for this, and she does a wonderful job. Again, nights, weekends, Saturdays, I mean, just a tremendous amount of time that hasn't been recognized. And Jade is probably one of the shyest people that she will ever say, it's not about me. She's really, this is about something bigger than. So, we have Madi. She didn't know this was coming. Madi has done a really nice job of mentoring our One Church, One Child vistas who have come in. It is a rotating program. Now that's one of the strengths of the program in that we have people who step in and they're energized. One of the downsides is that we need people to continue with the message, to understand the message, and to be engaged in it, right? Without that type of engagement, we would lose momentum and we'd fall off. But we see this as a long term. Okay? So if we had a wish, it would be building a stronger community. And without Madi helping mentor, you know, I would say that's a huge thing. I'd also like to recognize Sabrina Brown. Sabrina was in the region for a period of time. You can shut this part off, please. As a child protection worker, and she carries that passion with her to central office. And without her work, organizationally, we all have day-to-day duties, right? And sometimes we get caught up in the day-to-day stuff and forget about the bigger picture of why we're doing what we do. So, without Sabrina, is that a word? Sure. Without Sabrina emphasizing and the organizational piece, I think that even calling this meeting together is getting the conversation back going and getting the wheels back on the car, which is an important thing to do. Tara Wright with the RPM program, we have our resource families. We have families who step up and they also give themselves on weekends, nights, to state what is meant to them. As a department, we cannot wrap around in a way that people need. And one of the reasons that people leave is because they're not supported. Right? It's not about the passion. It's about the hard work. So, Tara, thank you to you and your people for doing that. Recognize that. Okay, and Kristen Nate, I know I'm going to call you out. Don't give me the look. You kind of scare me when you do that. Kristen's also one that was in on the ground floor with the conception and the development of One Church, One Child, and has done a wonderful job about keeping on track. She's tremendously organized. She's also tremendously passionate about this, and again, we need that. So anyway, that's my spiel. Are you going to talk about like the call, like what people can do?
Oh yeah, I got that all.
Oh, you on it? I'm out.
And then I also want to just thank everyone who supported me in this position. I look around